It's not uncommon for wedding celebrations to break the bank, but when the couple is famous and wealthy, the costs can skyrocket. Each of these lavish weddings may have its own unique vibe thanks to subtle differences in the venue, guest list, menu, and entertainment. What these weddings have in common, however, is the exorbitant amounts of money spent on them. Without further ado, let's take a look at some of the most expensive weddings ever. Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston. When this pair wed in the 1990s, it was like a dream come true for many people all around the world. This couple did not hold back when it came to spending a staggering $1 million on their wedding to make it extra special. They spent a whopping $100,000 on security to ensure their privacy and protection, in case you were wondering what could justify such a large outlay of cash. They also spent an astounding $75,000 on flowers, which is understandable if one can afford it. The musical performances cost several $1,000s. Additionally, the pair spent a staggering $20,000 on just fireworks. And let's not forget the staggering $500,000 price tag for the wedding dress for Jennifer, the photographs, the cake, the Brad suit, and the food. Jordan Bratman and Christina Aguilera. Before being married in 2005 in California's Napa Valley, Christina and the head of a music label had an extremely romantic relationship. The couple spent a staggering $2 million on their wedding. The price of Christina's bridal attire alone ranged from $30,000 to $80,000. Their innovative cuisine offered comfort foods like roasted chicken and macaroni and cheese for their visitors, as well as chandeliers constructed of tree branches. 150 of their friends and family members danced all night long to DJ AM's track at an unforgettable party that is still talked about today. Elizabeth Hurley and Arun Naya. Elizabeth Hurley, a British model and actress, married Indian businessman Arun Naya twice. Millions of people were fascinated by the extravagant 8-day wedding of actress Liz Hurley to Indian textile tycoon Arun Naya in 2007. Celebrities Elle Macpherson and Donatella Versace were among those who attended Hurley's wedding. A staggering $2.6 million is said to have been spent on the wedding. Tragically, the couple had been barely married for 4 years when they divorced immediately after pictures of Elizabeth kissing Australian cricketer Shane Warne surfaced. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West definitely lived up to every expectation of their big day. Their lavish wedding took place at Valentino's mansion in Paris, and then, after flying all their guests to Florence on private planes, they wed there at the Forte di Belvedere, a venue that cost $400,000 to rent. A staggering $500,000 was also spent on Kim's Givenchy gown. They probably spent a total of $500,000 on hotel accommodation for their 200 guests in Paris and Florence. Paul McCartney and Heather Mills. The budget is not something you have to worry about when you are the most successful songwriter in history. The wedding of Paul McCartney and Heather Mills cost about $3 million. Heather, a PETA activist, prepared an all-vegetarian lunch for the guests who were gathered in an Irish castle for the celebration. Well, sometimes it isn't always the case that all is well that ends well, because the divorce that happened was much costlier than the wedding itself. The court mandated that McCartney must provide Mills with a one-time payment of almost $27 million and a further $13 million in assets. The knot was probably tied a little too tightly. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Is it realistic to discuss the most expensive weddings without mentioning a royal function? The wedding of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle took place on May 19, 2018 at Windsor's St George's Chapel. The Beckhams, George and Amal Clooney, Oprah Winfrey, Elton John and other celebrities attended the event. A reported £32 million was spent on the wedding, the majority of it on security. An estimated £390,000 went on Meghan's stunning custom Givenchy gown. The Princess of Wales dazzled the audience in her handcrafted lace 9-foot-long train and estimated £350,000 Alexander McQueen gown. But once more, their security expense was the biggest outlay. In all, around £30 million was spent on the wedding. Pretty lucky attendees who witnessed such a royal and luxurious wedding. Princess Diana and Prince Charles. Even though it happened decades ago, no wedding has ever come close to this one. Prince Charles and Lady Diana Spencer's wedding in St Paul's Cathedral in 1981 is one of the most well-known royal nuptials. It ended up being the costliest British royal wedding ever, costing between $70 and $100 million. Apart from the dress, decorations, and strict security, the headlines for days focused on the fact that attendees could select between 27 cakes. Princess Diana wore an ivory taffeta dress with 10,000 pearls, sequins, and frilled lace accents. David and Elizabeth Emanuel, a husband and wife team, created the gown, which was valued at $127,000 at the time. 750 million people watched the live broadcast of the wedding, while 3,500 guests showed up at Westminster Abbey for the wedding, and 600,000 people flocked to London streets to see the royal pair. With that, we conclude our video. Let us know what you think about these expensive weddings in the comments section below.